Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Suburban Sidekicks. Here we are on a late Monday afternoon.
A gloomy Monday afternoon.
Gloomy, yes. At least it's gloomy and not too much rain. Things have finally calmed down around here for about a week.
Yeah.
The rain is subsided. The sub pump is now at a small trickle instead of going off every minute. It's been a grass cut this week. It's
The weather's
actually, we actually had some pretty decent weather this week. I was pretty happy about that.
It could have been a
to
little
say the
warmer.
least.
I don't know if I'm being picky, but a little warmer would have been nice.
Friday was it Friday? Oh, Wednesday was beautiful.
Wednesday was beautiful. Thursday was good.
Yeah.
Friday was like, nah. And then Saturday and Sunday were like, all right, we'll take what we can get.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, Wednesday I was out golfing and it was like 75. It was beautiful. It was so nice.
You bastard.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that day. I shot well.
What'd you shoot again?
87
What course?
Ironwood.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. It's not an easy course. It's not like the hardest course, but we did the Meath and the Burr because I got 27 holes. It wasn't that bad. Busy, kind of. 3 o'clock once that rolled around. There's one thing I was noticing this weekend actually, because I went golfing on Saturday too. And it's not a bad thing. It's just how popular the sport is.
Yep.
And I think we brought it up before, but definitely seeing a lot of younger kids, high school kids and, probably early 20s, a lot more of that than, I'd say 6-7 years ago. It wasn't like that, but I think it's a good thing. I mean, I think it's a good sport to learn if you can afford to do it. I mean,
dude, you can golf on a budget.
You definitely can. You just got to look.
Yeah, you can go to Goodwill for your clubs, okay? I mean, I didn't have golfing shoes until maybe 2 years ago, tops. And then, the clubs, they never go bad. So once you get yourself a mediocre set of clubs, you could play.
This is true.
You could work yourself from the ground up, truly. You got one pair of nice clothes. Everybody's got one pair of church clothes. Yeah, you need one pair of church clothes.
It all depends the amount of, like I've always said, people are just getting into it. Don't invest a lot of money into it. Until you know you like it, then start investing. And it can be gradual.
Yep.
It can be just like how I did my windows. Just, all right, little by little. We'll get one done at a time. And then we're at the end now, thank God. So it was...
Yeah, your window looks more fitting to your house now from the outside.
It seems like it makes the room seem bigger ther
I saw it from the outside, and I was like, I like that. I was like, that looks nice.
The inside, it's just crazy, the change. Her and I were both so happy, like, oh my God. And now it's just back to like the same conversation we always had, which is like, holy shit, that looks so much better. All right, well, let's just live broke and save for the next renovation, so you can get that done. And, because it's just the more and more you see, the more and more you just want to get it done the way you want it. And, yeah, because she was even like, we should just get new furniture. I'm like, no, we don't know once we start knocking out walls how the furniture is going to fit. And I don't want to, because we were at Costco on Sunday afternoon and she was like, well, because the recliners we have don't match. They were given to us, which is fine, whatever. She's like, do you think maybe we should just buy like some new recliners, like cheaper ones? I'm like, you want to go spend $800 on 2 recliners? Like, I just feel like the recliners we have are fine. They just look like shit. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
We can sit.
Put your butt in it. So
exactly.
What does it matter?
But yeah, little by little, it's fun. Now it's just summertime's here and yard stuff, and I love that we could cut the grass. The grass is so green.
Oh yeah.
I got compliments when I sent somebody a picture of the new window. They're like, holy shit, how is your grass so green? I'm like,
where the fuck do you live, buddy?
Exactly. I don't know. It's just, you got to do the fall stuff and you got to do the spring stuff and then a little bit of the summer stuff and keep the weeds away. And we bought that stuff for us to do this year in the lawns, which is simple, basic. It's not difficult.
Right.
You just find, 30, 40 minutes to go spread the shit and keep your kids off of it, keep my kids off of it, and the dogs. And It helps every year, and just like I just got did you give Carl my my email?
Yeah,
address?
did you get the thing?
I got the quote,
Yeah.
So I'll reply back to that. I don't want to do it until fall, but definitely I'll probably reply to the email, then hold off until they aerate before I put down any of the fall stuff, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Because I think that's when you overseed and all that.
His name's Justin too, by the way.
Oh, it's not Carl?
No, Carl.
Carl his dad?
Yeah, Carl's the dad.
Okay.
I was driving behind Carl yesterday, and I forgot to text him, actually, because I caught up behind him. And I was like, my wife looks at me, and she goes, we'll just never escape Carl's, will we? And I was like, nope, not when we live around here. If I don't see him, I see one of the workers' trucks. You can't miss that shit.
I'm going to name my next dog Carl.
Carl's. Be like, hey, I've got your next sponsorship.
Just to mess with you. I'll shave Carl's lawn service on the side of it.
They're a good company. They do a lot of good work. And every time I see something posted around here in Pewaukee, I always recommend them because if they can do it for the right price, they'll do it. You know what I mean? And like, I know after working for them, by the way, like how anal they are about stuff. So like, if you like your lawn well manicured, that's the way to go, man. And I mean, for what, like you've got a nice lawnmower, right? But like when it comes down to other people doing their lawns, I see this breakdown a lot, especially in kids that are younger than me. Even is how much time are you gonna spend on your lawn every week? You're spend an hour, right? Ish.
Maintaining it?
Right. Yeah. Just you gotta cut it, you gotta trim it, maybe you gotta do some other stuff to it, whatever. So like you take that hour of you doing that and you take the opportunity cost that you're losing and doing something else. So just say you make $50 an hour. So you're losing $50 in that hour, plus the opportunity cost of whatever else you could have been doing with that hour, right? So a lot of people look at that and they're like, all right, well, so what, you mow 36 weeks out of the year? Something like that? Probably pretty close.
Sure, sounds
right.
Close.
So 36 hours, so almost a full week of work. And that's what you could pay for mowing instead. So just say you make, your $50 an hour or whatever by the 36 hours, right?
That's true, yeah.
In a 40-hour work week, was that $900? No, that doesn't sound right.
No, 50 times 40.
Is that 9,000?
Our mathing isn't math.
five times 4. That's what I was trying to do in my head. I messed it up. It's $2,000. $2,000 for 1 week of work. 40 by 50.
Yeah, I enjoy cutting the grass.
No, I mean, but there's people like you that should, and then there's other people who like when you're like, $2,000 as long as I spend less than that to have my lawn cut in a year, fuck it. Yeah. What's the difference?
Well, yeah, I mean, when I cut the grass this week, I did everything. I cut the grass, trimmed everywhere. And then after I was done, I like to take my shoes off, walk around in it. It feels nice on the feet. I like to just stare at all its glory.
I walked over, folks, and he was rubbing the lawn real weird, and he was rubbing his belly button. I seen him. I can see him.
I love it, and I love the smell of fresh cut grass.
I do.
It's just summer's.
I like a well manicured
lawn.
I like a well manicured lawn. I mean, it looks
nice. And it's
when you walk on it, like you said, with your bare feet, it's very different than when you walk on a straggly lawn.
I know, and I wish it's just with the dogs, you got to be so careful of the poop.
Yeah.
Especially
because your lawn grows in so lush.
Yeah, and then once you pick it up, and then you're done cutting and you come out, they just go take a shit again right away.
Me and my daughter were walking through your lawn, and I'm pointing as we're walking so we could go get some logs or whatever. And she's like, why do they have so much poop in their yard? And I was like, you see how green this grass grows? And she's like, yeah. I was like, that's because they have dogs that poop in their yard.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's
the reason.
That's why. I was like, that's it. Natural fertilizer,
Except you got all those pea spots that they kill the lawn, which I think I might try something. I saw something at Ace I was going to try out that's specifically for those spots and see if it works. I mean, we've tried a lot of things. I try and just rake them out. I've tried putting seed on them, hay, whatever, trying to just get it every year. But I mean, they pee in the same spots all the time. So
yep. Statistically, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We did the gardening. We did a raised garden bed this year. We put in there zucchini, squash,
zucchini,
cucumber. Oh, dude, I love zucchini and squash grilled on the grill, dude. Oh, man, you cannot beat that. Zucchini and squash I wish those would have been vegetables that my parents introduced when we were kids.
Yeah.
Because they taste like nothing. They taste like whatever you season them as.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, if you were trying to get us to eat vegetables, you really could have stepped outside your comfort zone from canned green beans to, I don't know, anything else.
It's a budget thing.
I get it, but
just
come
like you got to get the
on.
dented ones because you get a discount.
Discount on the dented
Big
ones.
Daddy.
Jesus.
What does he say? The stock market's down. 10 points. We got to save money.
Adam Sandler, baby. Adam Sandler all the way.
Yeah.
That's I mean, like, you know, you just, even a small raised garden bed, you can do that with an apartment on the porch.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's, I think we spent maybe $50 on vegetables, maybe less than that, but that may have been included. I'll include the dirt.
Yeah,
because I got some good topsoil mix, and she did like the leaves and sticks at the bottom, and then you work your way up. And then this raised garden bed has a water meter built onto it.
Oh, really?
So if you water it, it'll literally, the thing will go down.
So it tells you when to stop it when you need to water.
Yeah, and if it's sad, you need to water it, and if it's happy, you're good.
Is it under your overhang? Do you have an overhang back there?
Yeah, it's under the overhang, but the way that the sun comes east to west like that, I think I'll be all right.
Get the most sun.
Yeah,
okay.
that's really what sun's a concern.
So with the overhang, you'll have to water it on your time, not God's time.
But it's literally right next to the hose, so I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You just gotta pop that on, hose her down, call it a day, you know. And I figure since it's such a big basin that even if you watered it once a day, once every other day, it should be all right, you know.
And if it needs it, you know, once it actually starts growing, I know when they're young they need it a lot. Like we're trying to, for like the 8th time, trying to grow grass on the side of the house or on the side of the garage.
Oh yeah, all shaded over there, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean we've gotten it. It's just like it's traffic, but we fenced it off this time so the dogs can't go on it, and then it's just so people know not to walk that way because whenever we have like fires and then we have people over, I mean that's the
direct
just
path.
Walk right up there, yeah. But we fenced it off just so
somebody can trip and fall, right?
Well, yeah, that or just so you don't walk on it. Don't
So
walk
you don't
on my
walk
new
on it.
baby grass. Trying, but God provided some free water today.
Yeah. And tomorrow and the next day.
Is it supposed to rain?
Supposed to rain the beginning of the week.
Don't- This is really bad news that I didn't want to hear.
Dude, I got to figure out what we're doing for baseball practice because my wife and I coached the Little League team this year again. And
Do they have practice today?
Yeah, 6 o'clock. We got practice. I got to decide if I'm going to cancel or not. And I mean, like, I don't know.
If it's up to you, cancel that shit.
No, if it's up to me, I'm over here like, you're playing, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be kind of a hard ass about it, you know what I mean? Like, what's a little water going to hurt anybody? You know?
The parents are on it. Well, you know what? Most of the parents are like, you better not cancel. This is my hour free.
Literally, yeah. Oh, dude, so funny. Okay?
Do you have parents that help?
So it's such a divided mix, okay? So we go to the coaches meeting. That was last Sunday. And the coaches meeting, like the things that they tell you, the things that you wouldn't think you'd have to say about a Little League. And I mean, I'm sure you've been to Little League games. I'm sure you've seen that crap.
Yeah.
Parents can get out of hand, you know? Like with the coaches meeting, we heard a couple stories of parents who had to be, you potentially could not only be ejected from the game, you could be ejected to the point where you never even allowed on Pewaukee Parks and Rec.
Good.
Like you could not come back to the park.
This is Little League kids having fun
Literally.
learning baseball.
And
what
that's
is their
why I'm
thing?
like,
do they even keep score?
So in the kindergarten level, no. But now that we're in the 1st and 2nd grade level, yes. But it's scored by outs. It's not even scored by runs.
So
dude.
what's there to complain about? You're just trying to teach the basics of a game and learn a little camaraderie in a team sport.
What they stress is the sportsmanship of it, right? And then they like right after that, there's a whole nother slide on like not having the parents like. They're going to say stuff under their breath. They're going to come up to the fence if they're yelling and screaming. And how, like, kill them with calmness because it's just like bouncing. You're just supposed to be as calm and as quiet. You know what I mean? Or what's that, Roadhouse, where he goes, he goes, how long should we be nice for? You be nice till I tell you not to be nice. That's the whole thing of it. Like,
I'm just like, I understand. Okay, so I'm not all for, like, kids need to win. There's winning and losing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's just life.
Yes.
So I don't believe in everybody gets a ribbon.
Or a trophy, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
But I mean, there's also an age, too, where, you know, they're just out there having fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I mean, it is not fun to watch.
No. It's because you're watching such like
T-ball?
horrendous. It's supposed to be. I found that out on accident. Apparently last year we were supposed to have the kids hit off the tee majority of the
Every time.
A majority, yeah. And I'd say out of 12 players last year, dude, I had 9 or 10 of them that could hit the ball. I had
Are
maybe
you
one or two
underhand, just
at
pitch?
the last year,
Yeah.
but I mean, I started towards the end of the year last year. I started to pitch overhand, and this year they really want you
you're
to. At this
probably-
age group, they want you to pitch
You're
overhand.
probably giving them heat.
Dude,
Just
I tell
Corum
you, man,
coming
I
out
got.
here throwing
If you
it
get
70
snippy with
miles
me,
per
bro, you
hour.
get snippy with me, you're gonna get one.
You're
What
crowding
if-
the plate. Back off.
What if I whipped the ball? And the kid didn't move. He didn't know it was coming, and I got him one right in the chest. And I was like, I'm sorry, man. Don't get lippy with coach. You know what I mean? Like, so they're having fun. I hate throwing overhand while I'm kneeling down. It's killing me inside because I can't. There's something about like being on one knee that like I can't do it right.
You know what I remember though, when I was in quarterback camps, when I was in school, that was one of our drills. Is you'd be down on one knee,
Right.
and you'd have to do like the rotation,
Right.
so you can do the full.
Right.
and-
There's a method
yeah.
to it. There really is a method
with
to it. I had
football,
no
with
idea.
baseball, I don't know with baseball.
It
would be
just
weird.
doesn't. I can't. So, like I'll do 40 good pitches in a row, and then on my
Yeah.
41st pitch, I just like I'll like think about the wrist flick at the time, and then I like throw it to the
I'm
ground.
waiting for one of those kids to just hit it right back at you.
And each kid
You're gonna
just,
be telling the story about getting hit in the face with
oh,
the ball.
dude, I
Do you wear a mask?
No, but I got my glove on because let me tell you, one of them I already almost caught one, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oop, you know.
Yeah.
But these kids, some of them, dude, you can tell whose parents are working with them outside of this, whose parents want them to be good at it, and the kids aren't good at it. Like you see every variation of parent that
Oh,
you want
for
to
sure. Yeah,
parents take it too seriously. Parents are really good. My other assistant coach is he does the A League, the Double A League, and the majors, or the Triple A and the majors. So he's doing kids. I mean, the age range, like he's all the way up past 10 years old already, and these
Okay.
kids are good, dude. They're good.
Some, yeah,
And
at that
his-
age, you get to 10. Yeah, you're
yeah.
getting the
Oh,
kids,
and his
yeah.
mechanics, dude. The way the coaching makes the difference. Okay, so last year we ended up playing a team, and we got. It is a good thing it wasn't scored by runs, because let me tell you, these kids were just run after run after
Yeah.
run, because they just bombed the ball to the outfield over.
Because
and
then
over.
isn't it if you're doing runs, isn't it then you switch once they go through the batting order?
Yeah, once the batting
Yeah.
order's up. So I mean, like we would have lost so hard if they
Like,
would they'd have
yeah.
been batting for a week.
Yeah.
At that rate. But they're crushing it, and I think it was my assistant coach's team. His team usually wins the division because his mechanics for the kids, they're simple. He's just getting them to do the fielding. He's getting them to understand the
Yeah,
position.
get your glove.
And
yeah, get
last
in front
year,
of the ball.
I didn't feel like I wasn't as depth to that too. The other thing is I'd say like proficient at baseball would probably be an overstatement, honestly. Like baseball's not my thing by any means. I just did it because my daughter plays. That's the only reason I
Yeah.
want to do it. So I'm over here learning even rules that I didn't know, and plays and call outs and other things that I'm just like, oh, I didn't know that's what that was
Where
called.
do you practice?
So we, I won't say which park, but we practice at one of the Pewaukee parks. That's not like one of the major ones. It's in a neighborhood. I didn't even know it existed, but apparently we have a lot of Pewaukee parks that are in neighborhoods.
I want to go one day.
Yeah, dude, you come check it out. It's pretty sweet. Honestly, the kids are good. I got another good team this year. I know not everybody gets a good team because I've seen not good teams, but I have 12 kids, and I'd say 11 out of the 12 kids crush it, dude. And I mean like catching, batting. I got one kid who swings it like a golf club, but it's kind of funny because when I muff up a pitch, dude, it's perfect. When I flick the wrist and do that thing or whatever, he golf clubs the ball, and then it goes into the outfield.
I had a friend that used to hit like that because you'd think he's like Barry Bonds or something.
Oh,
Just
God.
like, no, you gotta. It's not like that. You gotta, kind of, but
Right. Dude, and trying to get it just elbows up. I'm about to pull out the icy hot, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh,
I'm going to get
yeah,
him, bro.
that's-
Teach him Coach Carter style, bro.
Yeah, you
The dude,
think
you need me to get out the icy hot? Boom, hands up.
You're gonna
Arms
get
up.
in trouble there. What are
They
you
just-
doing to my child?
They got it down, dude. And the parents, I got another kid from my team last year, and I love this kid. He's great. He's good, and he wants to be good too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can see it in him that he just wants to. He wants his mom to be proud. You know what I mean? But he hits good, he catches good. And this year we're doing a lot of fielding stuff. So, cupping the ball, you got to hit the rainbow. That's another big thing. The kids don't like to put the glove up in front of their face. They like to.
When they're trying to catch a pop fly.
Anywhere,
Yeah,
dude. And if the
like
ball's coming up, they try to do this first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't.
That's only for the ground.
Yeah, you got to have the glove up.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, I popped the kid in the face with the ball the other week. And I
That's how
told
they
him,
learn.
I'm like, you got to have the glove in front of your face. And at first I was like,
Yeah.
oop. And then and he was like, I'm good. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, all right, sorry, man.
Rub
Like,
some dirt on it. Get your ass out there.
That's why I think we're going to play today. I think the kids need to be able to play in the... Because last year, dude, we had one... The directors call it when it's games, if it's during a game. But one of them, the director was there because he was doing something on another field. Dude, we were playing basically up until Thunder. He finally called the game. Yeah. We played an inning each at that point.
I don't even know if it's supposed to rain anymore today.
6 o'clock.
And practice starts at 6?
Yeah, so that's kind of why I think we're going to play, because I think it'd be kind of fun. Like, it's going to suck for the parents, but that's not my problem.
Yeah, the parents probably just won't bring their kids, and it's just you and your
kids. If it's whoever we get stuck with. On Saturday, we ended
soccer was always fun in the rain. Baseball,
I think all of them are just so much fun in the rain.
But soccer and football are fun in the rain.
I think there's a whole nother side to the Pewaukee Parks Department that I think you would enjoy to see, because I know you'd like to be more involved or whatever, but the Pewaukee Board of Education. I just saw something this morning that there's apparently some unruly member on the Pewaukee Board of Education, and she's been making a big muck of everything.
Really?
And people, they're trying to engage other people to go on and like make sure that, because you could vote for her or whatever, and they're trying to get her voted out. I guess I don't know, but. I'm gonna go watch what she said, because she said something. Yeah, she got like somebody's panties in a twist. You know what I mean? Like, I know you're into that stuff. I just think you'd find
local stuff to know. It's where you live.
When you look for a retirement job when the time comes, I think you should do something with the Pewaukee Parks and Rec. I think that's what you should do.
I don't know. I might be a real ornery asshole by then.
Yeah, dude, but it's perfect. Think about your grass cutting skills. Think about how honed in your grass cutting skills will be.
No, I don't want to work.
Watering flowers, planting grass, growing grass.
No, I'm good. Let me go work at the golf course.
There you go. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'm having fun this year. I think I have a great team. I think we have a chance. There's also a tournament at the end. Okay. So you'll end up being whatever seed and playing whoever.
Do you play at the same field every time? Games and
practice? Everything? Yes. Games, no, because each team has their own home field. We'll be playing
at Pewaukee.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be playing at the sports complex though. 2/3 of our games, maybe even more.
Which sports complex?
The one over on Lindsay Road, right off of Lindsay and F over there. The new one where they just built that park over there too.
Oh really?
Yeah, that sports complex. A majority of our games are there, and that's the turf and shit. No. That's gonna be fun, dude. Yeah, that's a nice field, dude.
I don't know how I feel about turf and baseball.
Dude, you gotta come check it out.
I mean, I've seen them. They look great. Like, when I went to go see the Dock Hounds game, that's what theirs is turf.
Dude, sliding.
Oconomowoc.
Yeah. Sliding.
Burned.
No, come on.
With shorts on?
Yeah, dude, you right in, man.
Oh,
call it a day.
Oh, come on.
Turf burn? Stop it.
School. We need dirt.
Dirt.
The MLB has dirt. We should be on dirt.
That's fair.
A lot of stones. That was the only problem.
The kids with the playing with the dirt. The kids want to play with the dirt. That's my biggest problem. But you know what they play with on the turf? The rubber pieces in the middle anyway. Yeah. But at least you don't have to tell them not to eat the rubber pieces. The dirt, on the other hand, they're still eating the dirt.
And the grass, whatever they can get their hands on.
Oh, dude, yeah, they get so distracted.
Did your mother not feed you before you came here?
Dude,
she did.
I made it a point this year. I asked at the coaches meeting, I said, our parents are allowed to leave their... Or maybe one of the other coaches said it before I said it, but he said, are parents allowed to leave their kids? I gave my personal opinion, as long as they tell you in advance and you know that. Last year, I had a lady... that she just dropped him off, dude. Now, I had no idea. Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm leaving the one day, and I look over at the park, and I see him at the park, and I'm like, where's your mom? She dropped me off. And I was like, is she coming back? And he goes, yeah. I was like, I didn't know you were here. But I was like, how long do you sit here?
When I was growing up, that's how it was. My parents would just drop me off and leave.
Yeah, but they'd come back probably within some amount of time to pick you back up.
When it's over, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, did your mom leave you here for extended periods of time? And he was like, I don't know. It seems like it's only 15 minutes. And I'm like, that's not cool, bro. I was like, you're a kindergartner.
Yeah.
That's not cool. We don't live in that day and age anymore.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, to be able to leave your kindergartner and I'm like, I'll just chill with you until your mom gets here.
As a coach, that's kind of the responsibility you took on.
Right, but you just need to tell me that. Just tell me that you're leaving your kid with me. And then, first practice, dude, guy dropped his kid off. I have no problem with that. Hey, I'm going to leave him. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I know what face I'm looking for. I don't even know the kid's name yet. Yeah. Also, you don't know me from Adam. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Something about my face tells people They should just leave their kids with me, and they'll be fine.
Well, that's not worse. That's not a terrible thing.
It's a cool problem to have sometimes, but strangers tend to take advantage of that fact, and I end up with children that are mine.
That's the thought of it is, they probably pay what is the fee for the year? Like $40-$50?
I think it's like 120 total for the
Dang.
year. Yeah.
What kind of uniforms are these kids wearing?
Nice uniforms. They got good. They get a logo and all.
Shirts, pants.
Shirt, hat, socks.
What?
Yeah, shirt, hat, socks. You have to get your own pants.
Jesus.
It's not that bad. You just gotta get your pants and your cleats. That's decent.
I'm just saying, all I got was a T-shirt with the ironed on whatever, and then a cap that just had a color, and that was it.
Yeah, no, these ones are they're pretty decent.
Until I started playing like select sports, that's when you got the nice stuff because you knew those were expensive. Was to play select.
Yeah, you're spending money on
it. When
it.
you're just playing like park and rec stuff, it was the cheapest of everything. And I feel like it was just, first of all, you want your kids to be in something. Mm-hmm. They should be doing something extracurricular. Like it's good for them to get out, especially younger.
Yep.
Socialize, do whatever, and be on a team instead of just sitting at home all the time. But also, it's kind of a cheap babysitter.
Yeah, which is fair, and I respect it, and all the parents can do it to me all they want because I have them all at once. I play with them for an hour or 2 hours, whatever the practice day is or whatever, and it's fine.
And I feel at that age of kids, you're kind of just experimenting of what they might like.
Exactly.
So it's like let them try a little bit of everything, and then hopefully they'll make a decision that they like all of them or they like none of them. Who knows? Maybe they like one or two of them.
I have a feeling my daughter doesn't want to play baseball again next year, which kind of sucks.
Does she want to play anything else?
She wants to do gymnastics, more than likely, which is fine with me. Yeah. I mean, she likes all that stuff. But then I roll into should I still volunteer to coach next year?
Not if you don't have a kid.
Yeah, I didn't. A, I don't want to be weird, but B, I am just having fun. But the other thing is, if I got to take her to gymnastics and I got to be at a practice,
So when I grew up, I'm trying to remember. So when I played park and rec baseball, it was always somebody's parent.
Yep.
When I played just regular soccer, I was on a team with somebody's parent. Once I played select soccer, he was just nobody. He had no kids.
Right.
He just was coach. He had very good background in soccer. 6th grade football. That was, they didn't have any kids. It was an older guy and his son and then his son's friend that coached us. They didn't have any kids on the team. They were really good coaches. I mean, we had a really fun, they were assholes, but we went undefeated, so.
Must have been good.
Yeah, when you're winning, I'll never forget that coach. I mean, I'm sure because he was probably in his mid-60s when he was our coach, so I'm sure he's gone now.
Oof.
So God rest his soul. Was it Coach Fritsch or I can't remember.
Fritz
I don't remember his last name. I had Coach Price. He was probably in his 30s when he was coaching. He loved me. He was the defensive coach, and I played defense.
That's good.
But it was fun. Yeah, it was.
That's how I just want to be remembered in the same way. Be like, that's Coach Corum. That's Coach Corum.
Yeah, and I mean, if you wanted to continue, I'm sure nobody's going to say no to it.
No, and but I don't, conflicting schedule-wise, I just don't know if it's a hot idea. And my son will be close enough. I think one more year.
Yeah.
I could wait 1 year, not coach for 1 year, and then coach the next year for the K team again and just do it all over again. You know what I mean?
So once your son starts playing, do you think you'll just try and keep coaching, follow him up?
Yeah, if I can, absolutely, if he's down for it.
What if he wants to do gymnastics?
And whatever. I don't care. What sport ever the kids want to do, I don't care. I'm not.
Dad, I'm really good at somersaults.
if the amount of chicks he'll probably pick up off of that, because you spend all of your time with chicks.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comedians used to be a cheerleader. He was a college cheerleader. He's a man.
He
was a big man. I'll have to look for you. I'll get you his name.
Those college cheerleaders that are men, they are strong. They're very strong.
Dude,
anybody that does gymnastics is very strong.
He talks about it all the time, how he was planning on he played lineman or something, big boy.
Yeah.
And then he decided to be a cheerleader instead.
It's it's the same with swimmers.
Yeah.
They're just strong.
Yep.
Unbelievable. But look at what they do.
Yep. I think when it comes to sports like that, if you're engaged in something, if I can keep you engaged in anything, at least I don't have to worry about you being bored. Because boredom breeds not good things. There's another good thing. Ain't nothing ever good come from being bored. That's for sure.
That's why I love seeing the kids down at the park, playing just football and that. Yeah. It's so nice to see kids outside doing stuff. Mm-hmm. And I don't have any kids, but it makes me so happy to see that.
Yep.
Because I remember I was at my buddy's house one day, and whatever, I go over there, we'd have a couple beers, and there's these kids that are just skating in the alley, and they're teenagers and whatever. And it was like right after COVID,
Yep.
and they were out doing this. And I just went up to them, I was like, hey, I'm like, and they're thinking like they're in trouble, like for me. I was like, no, I'm like, I just want to say, like, it's awesome. I'm so glad you guys are out here doing this stuff.
Yep.
I'm like, there's not very many people out here that were willing to do it. And they're like, oh, I thought you were going to yell at us. Like, no, man, skate wherever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Like, it's good to see that you guys are out here not doing dumb shit.
Yep.
And like, you're not just sitting in your house playing video games.
You know, I was really surprised we went to the park yesterday. I think we went to the park yesterday. No, day before yesterday we went to the park. Saturday. And Friday when we went to the park, we rode our bikes there, and the park was full. You know, it's the school park, but they've got like 3 of them. And I just have to say, I was really surprised on Saturday that the park was pretty empty. The weather was definitely decent enough to be at the park. Yeah, I thought the weather was
once
decent.
Once the sun came out, it was nice because when I started, we had a tea time on Saturday at 9. And I started with a hat on over my ears and long sleeves, and I think by like the 4th, 5th hole, I was like, the sun came out. I was in shorts and hat off, and I was like, the sun's out. This is great. This is beautiful.
When we drove by on Saturday, we saw a bunch of golfers. They were out in their shorts and stuff, and my wife was like, "What?"
Shorts, but it was good enough.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the weather was good enough to be outside for us Midwesterners, to say the least. That's for sure.
Thursday was really nice too.
Yeah, if we can get out of this rainy weather. I had my truck bed cover open or whatever, so the baseball gear was in there.
Oh,
and I ran outside before lunch, and I'm like, crap! Rolled it all up or whatever.
Yeah, because it came down heavy for when I was in the office in West Dallas.
You know what I ended up with on Marketplace pickup?
What?
You got to find some more Marketplace stuff. Can you find something?
I've been looking.
Everything's been, if you don't get it, if you don't see it at night lately, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone by the next day. Someone spoke for it for the night before for the next day. I got a refrigerator from Germantown, and I had to monkey with it a little bit. I had to repair the bottom shelf because there wasn't like brackets for it or whatever. So I made brackets. It looked all right to me. But I was panicking last night. I wanted to tell you. Guy goes, hey, what are the dimensions on the fridge? And I'm like, I'll go look. So I go to look, and then I'm like, oh, I never plugged it in. Let me plug it in real quick. And the girl had told me she hadn't plugged it in a year. And I was like, it's clean. It was spotless.
Yeah.
All I had to do was do that bottom shelf. So I plug it in, and it didn't turn on. And I'm like,
oh, no.
I was like, I was due for a dud. So I'm like, dude, I definitely got a dud. That sucks. Like, I deserve that. You can't have every single one be a winner. And I'd only spent $100.
So you just got to junk it?
I go into the side of the fridge or whatever, right? And I'm like, well, it's got to be hotter inside the fridge than it is outside for it to turn on, because fridges suck heat. They don't create cold. They suck heat. So all of a sudden, I look in the deep, dark depths of the fridge. The lights are on, and there's a dial in the back. It's set to off, and I'm like, whoo! Turn it on, kicked right on. And I was like,
did
nice.
you come and get it then?
No, not that guy. But hopefully somebody will, because I'm going to pick up a freezer tomorrow after work. Stand-up freezer. And it's a big stand-up freezer, like full size.
Do you need a freezer?
No, I have no use for that at all. I'm just gonna buy it and resell it.
It's
clean.
Need a freezer.
Yeah, I was gonna offer it to you, see if you wanted to upgrade, and I'll sell your freezer, but
this one's like only 2 years old.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, we bought that.
Well, I know freezers are expensive too. That's the other thing. She's getting rid of it so cheap because her grandma's moving into assisted living or whatever. So I'm like, I'll pick it up, clean it up, and put it up, and call it a day.
Yeah, we tried her grandpa's freezer when he passed away, and then we got it here and it didn't work. I was like, son of a bitch.
Dude, that's my biggest fear.
Let's just go buy one.
It's my biggest fear of selling appliances, because it could work 1 minute and not work the next minute.
And they're not. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I think we paid $600 for the freezer we got.
That's not bad.
No.
I feel like a good stand-up. For this one, I'm looking at, I think, to pick up on Tuesday, I think it would have been $800 for a stand-up freezer new.
Where do you got to pick it up?
Down the street.
Oh, here in Pewaukee?
Yep, sure is. Yep, I'm going to pick it up, put it up.
I got to get my algorithm back.
Yeah. What'd you look up that screwed it up?
I've looked at sports stuff.
Personal stuff that you enjoyed? Yeah,
well,
same.
Just shit and weights and stuff like that, so it's...
You know what keeps coming up for me? Kids' baseball stuff.
Oh,
the phone's got to stop listening to us, man, because it's driving me insane.
Oh, and we got to go down. I would think this coming weekend we might come and go through some of the shit down here, and then we're going to have a bunch of stuff we need to sell.
Let me know, man.
Because we got to get rid of it. I want to talk to my dad, too, about going through his basement once he gets back from California. Just like, dude, What? You're not using it.
Yep.
So why not enjoy some of the money while you're still around?
Yep. Absolutely.
You know, even if it's a couple $100, whatever. That's a nice dinner.
Yep. I agree.
So
your rug lady's coming tomorrow at 5.
it's good to know.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Speaking of dinners, so last night I gotta show this to you. I'll cut it for you and let you put it in at the end of the video because the people need to see this. So I went to a seafood boil place. It's called not the Crab Shack.
Where?
Wauwatosa, right over off of Burleigh. It's right next to that mall. It's not called the Crab Shack. I always screw it up.
We went to one in Milwaukee that was actually really good.
It's called like
I forget what it was called.
the Krabby something is what it's called.
Okay,
it's called
whatever.
the Krabby
Yeah,
something, right?
Just you?
We don't. No, me and my wife, and
Yeah.
we've been there before. It was our
Okay.
reward for the bathroom, right?
Okay.
It's a nice place. It's full of seafood boil stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can get crawfish.
Did they
you
just
get-
come out with it in a bag?
Yeah. Put it
yeah.
in- Oh my. Yeah. So
Yeah,
good.
it's so good.
So we decided to split one because we're like, we split that, and we got the.
It is a lot of food.
It is. So and it's 4 corns and 2 eggs and
Yeah.
3 scores a goal.
Yeah.
And so we get it. We're splitting it. It's a big mess. Whatever. We're laughing, having fun.
Do you have? But they give you the gloves.
I didn't
and
put the gloves
everything?
on, and I had a cut on my hand.
Yeah,
Oh
bad idea,
man,
bad idea.
Stupid, big stupid. But we got the bibs on and stuff,
Big
right?
Stupid.
So we're leaving though, and they got a sign to make sure you don't leave anything at the table.
Yeah.
We are not responsible for any personal belongings left behind. Belongings.
Please check all your belonging before. They even spell before.
Before
on
you
purpose?
leave. I don't know. I'll have you put this at the end of the video though, because it's
Yeah,
hilarious.
somebody
I'm
see
sobbing.
it, comment, and see if there's something we're missing.
Oh God, but when we walked
They
out,
must have been working at the Leering Center.
the lyrics. I was thinking because it was all Asian people that worked there, right? But then there was like one white guy, and I was like, I wonder if the one white guy was trying to make a joke, and he made the sign, you know. And I'm like, maybe
That'd
he
be a real dick.
don't
move.
leave your belongings at the table. I was sobbing, laughing. I had to stop, and I pointed it to it, and I told my wife, I said, "Does that say belongings?"
Oh my
She was
Lord.
looking at it, crying. Oh, but what a good end to it. Dude.
Isn't Cajun? That's like I think a Louisiana.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's a down south thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but apparently it's a very well. So the guy at work, I work with a lot of Hmong guys, dude. They do a whole table, okay, like 100-foot long table, and then
Yeah.
they boil it all up in big boils,
Yeah.
and they spread it all.
Oh,
over the
yeah,
table.
yeah.
Corn and sausage and everything. And I'm like, God
my
Almighty.
one buddy because he lived in Louisiana for 10 years, and he would talk about that all the time. How good it is.
You ever had a crawfish?
I tried it. My wife when we went because we went and did that I think last year, probably around this time. I remember it was rainy and shitty out, so it could have been. I forget what it's called. It's a chain though.
Okay.
Where we went and yeah, I tried it with her. I was whatever.
Did you suck the head out?
No.
Ah, dude, yeah, you
that.
got a tail, and then you gotta slurp the head
No,
out.
that's gross.
Yeah, it was
No,
pretty
thanks.
nasty. Honestly, that texture doesn't do well with me.
No, same with oysters. Like I can't.
You don't
eat
like oysters?
No.
I hate the way I hate the way they feel, but like the way they taste.
They look like snot.
yeah. They do. They do.
I'll pass on that.
Dude, we'll have to get you out in the wild. We'll get you to try something. You camp? Do you camp? Are you a camper?
Hell no.
Ah, dude, we gotta get you out camping,
No,
kayaking.
camping
Dude, I
is-
got the kayaks, dude. Now you got no excuse not to exercise. You want to
I
exercise? you go
exercise
kayak.
all the time.
I know.
I
Well,
just
now
in
you
my
got more
basement
excuse not to
go
not.
down that. Well, you could do the Pewaukee River run. Is that this
I
weekend
saw
or
that.
next weekend?
I think that's next weekend. I just said,
I hope
whose
it's-
cold ass idea was that?
They do it the same time every year.
That's freezing. What a not great idea.
I don't want to cut that out.
Nah, leave it alone. Who cares?
And there's the dogs, guys.
They're back. I saw that. Maybe I should do that though. I don't know. I literally
It's
just
a long. It's not something I think for your kids to do.
Oh, okay.
It's long because you start here in Pewaukee and you end up downtown Waukesha
Jeez.
by the Frame Park.
That's
That's where that river goes. That's like you're on the river for hours.
Have you kayaked before?
No, I haven't kayaked. No, we just do paddle boards.
Dude, we gotta take you out on Pewaukee. You been to that little island on Pewaukee Lake?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you been over there? Shepherd's Island, I think it's called, or something like that.
What the hell is going on up there?
I don't know.
She's reprimanding him.
It's gotta be bad then.
We gotta look at that.
Shout out to his wife.
Yeah, thanks, babe. Shut them up. No, we've rented the paddle boards down there before, and
On Pewaukee Lake. Oh,
yeah,
they
they have that little rental area. You can do kayaks. I think paddle boards. They have all sorts of shit down there.
I didn't know that.
We've done it a couple times out at Elkhart Lake with paddle boards. We thought about getting paddle boards, and it's just like we don't do it enough.
Yeah.
I don't really like fresh water, swimming in it. I like the pools and stuff like that. I don't really like swimming anymore.
To be honest, this is a caged animal, folks. He's been tamed.
Yeah,
he doesn't need to be back out in the wild.
I don't like getting. I guess I prefer to stay dry.
He's a cat now. We've resorted back to cat. Like
I'm not a cat. I'm the furthest from a cat.
He doesn't like to be wet. That's got to be a first I've heard from somebody. I like pools. I don't
mind pools. I mean, but I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna be in a pool, I'm gonna lounge.
Would you get in a Vegas pool?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
there's a lot of pee in there.
Yeah, Vegas pools. When they test stripped it or whatever. Ooh. Not good.
Like Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Every kid peeing in there.
Yeah, not good.
That's a big reason not to do it. I need to know whose pool I'm in. See if I can trust them. How many times do you pee in there a day?
You got to put the pink liquid in there so that you get caught.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, public pools, I don't know.
You think we'll ever get one like here in Pewaukee? Like
what?
Pool? Like a public pool?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I think that's too much effort.
Yeah, that is. I mean, we couldn't even find people to maintain the baseball diamonds after those two guys gave up.
Yeah, that's true.
Said they didn't want it because they wanted to retire. They're like, I'm done doing this shit.
Dude, those guys are real ornery.
Because they used to, remember I was telling you, softball games then? They used to sell beer and everything down there at the farther diamonds. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's how I got paid when I'd keep score. Well, I got paid $20 or $25 a game and free beer. It was well worth it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But now nobody does that. And I mean, people would come. You get a bunch of people that didn't even have anything to do with the softball team.
Yep.
Would just come down there, watch the games, drink some beers, and it's just money for the village.
Yep. You know what I saw that I thought was pretty cool at one of the last practices? Speaking of kids being outside, was because electric scooters and dirt bikes and all that shit that's hot now.
Those lazy bastards.
they come up like biker gang, bro. So I pull up to the practice diamond, and there's a line of electric bikes, scooters, whatever, or regular scooters even, and I'm just like, huh. So they're rolling packs, and when our team started practicing, they were packing up and leaving or whatever, and it was been kids who lived in the neighborhood, and I was just like, huh, pretty cool. Wish I had stuff like that when I was a kid,
They need a pedal.
They need a pedal.
Legs.
We need to not be the top 50 percentile for most obese nation.
Oh, God. I mean, that's just the only thing. I get it. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's dope.
I mean, but God damn, what are they doing up there?
Sounds like they're playing fetch.
But they should all have pedal bikes, I think.
Yeah, I think you should start on a pedal bike. If you can't do a pedal bike, what's the point, I want to get my daughter one of those electric dirt bikes so bad because I just want her to be proficient in an off-road activity of some sort. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let her get a couple years in.
I let her get a four-wheeler that was pretty big.
Yeah.
That was kind of a mistake. That was a little bit of a mistake. Don't buy too big of a
I was watching, it was yesterday, I was out taking out the garbage and that. There was some little girl and her father, and he was telling her, turn around. No. He's like, you need to turn around when you go back home. She's like, no. She's like, you can turn around. I'm going to keep going. Ooh. And she just darted and kept going. I was like, ooh.
Yeesh, that's going to pan out good.
I mean, she was riding a bike, pedaling.
She was pedaling that bike.
She was safe. She had a helmet on.
There's nothing worse. I know we've been walking with my daughter with her bike. And really my fear is people backing out of their driveways when it comes to the sidewalks. Not obviously in our neighborhood, but just in general. When you're riding on the sidewalk, I'm safe on the sidewalk. No, you're not. Cars could back out of their driveway at any point. I mean, all you have to do is gun it and you can squeeze. And I just didn't like her getting too far out. A couple driveways out, whatever. But when you're so far that you can't hear me anymore, that's too far. You know what I mean? The kids are just so young at this point. We were walking. They got a lot of trails over there by the school. And so I was walking. She talked me into walking in the woods. It was just me and her by ourselves at this point. And she's like, oh yeah, like, you know, we've had hikes through these woods and whatever, and I'm just like, well, who, like, what, you know?
Yeah.
And like the school must teachers, and they must during like recess and stuff, they must walk through the woods if they want to or whatever. And I'm just like, Jesus. But there's even a pond and stuff, and she was just like, yep, that's our pond. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, my school didn't have any of this stuff.
No.
Like,
did you ever take them on that one trail that's over by starts over by St. Anthony's, the church, and goes all the way past the golf course?
no.
Oh yeah, that's a
I have
good
to go
one.
over there,
That's just for bikes and walking.
Okay. That's what I'm looking more for this year.
It's not a far. I mean, you can even go right down. What is it, Meadowbrook? Right there. There's that intersection. You know, you drive probably over it all the time by
Where-
94.
Yeah, where the trail is right there. Yeah.
So it starts.
I wanna do that.
Yeah, do that. It starts over by St. Anthony, so you can park over there.
When we were
and then
kids,
come
we
down.
used to take that trail. Those are like the bug line trails or
It's
whatever.
a good
And,
nature one.
dude, those trails, some of them go from like Whitefish
think it
Bay
might-
all the way to
yeah.
dude, they cook, man. They
For
go all the way to
those
Sussex
real-
for
yeah,
sure.
those real bikers.
Yeah, we used to do that all the time. And it's really crazy because since you're not on the road, you really do get to see like a lot of the scenery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
About
Oh
having-
yeah, for sure.
Like,
Even
it-
the trails up by that one place off of Cecilia. When you get out Cecilia, and there's the parking lot right there
Yeah.
in those trails. But we've walked that a couple times. It was just so buggy.
Oh, I was wondering. I
Yeah.
wanted to take the kids through there too, actually, because I've driven past it a million times. I've never gone inside. So.
Well, there was all sorts of nature with the flooding. We were watching a turtle just swimming in the middle of the road. My wife's like, "Should I pick it up?" I was like, "No." I'm like, "He'll find his way. Like, he'll be fine."
He'll be good.
I was always told not to pick up turtles.
Yeah,
You always, because then they get lost if you
Yeah.
turn them around. Like, they know what they're doing. They'll figure it out.
they'll figure it out. That's a good way to do it. Don't disturb the nature. I had a
Exactly.
robin's nest in my gutter.
Oh, you got to get rid of that shit.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
Oh, it got rid of itself. I think the squirrels ate them. To be honest with you.
Well, that's why we put that stuff on our lights, because every year they try and build a nest right by our light, right by outside our house, and I don't want it on my house when there's trees everywhere.
Yeah.
Pick a tree. Why my light? We'll try and protect you from nature in the tree.
It's the best way we can.
Yes, exactly. Any beasts that are gonna approach you, I will try and deter them.
I'm worried about my veggies because of these animals, man.
The deer?
Yeah. That's I'm hoping like raised garden bed. Like I'm hoping with it being against the house, the animals
Oh,
will be
you
too
put
afraid.
it just right at the perfect eating level for
That
the
was
deer.
the problem with that.
I
Yeah.
think Kathy put like something around hers. She does. She grows like lettuce and all that stuff, cucumbers, tomatoes.
Have you
Try-
successfully grown anything? Other than
We grew
grass?
tomatoes once.
Oh, I feel like that's the hardest one.
The little cherry tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Oh.
We never really tried. I had a friend that would grow lettuce, and he would come in with just bags and bags. He's like, "Dude, it's like a weed. You can't stop it. Once you start the lettuce, it just goes forever." It's
That's
like,
so funny.
I don't eat that much salads. But
Apparently, there's plants you can grow that's it's called a live salad, but it's literally the plant that grows. It grows every portion of the salad or whatever. I saw it while I was at Menards yesterday, and I was like, "What?"
so vegetables. Where does it grow the chicken from?
I don't know. It's a really good question. That's for sure.
I need to
Gosh, we got to get a couple chickens, Justin.
I don't want any chickens.
Yes, you do. You just don't know you do. You want the eggs and you want the chicken
I
breast.
want the eggs. I don't want the responsibility of the chickens.
What does a chicken need from you other than feed?
I gotta protect it from the wildlife that's out here.
A chain link fence and you're done.
I'm not putting up a chain link fence. That
No,
looks-
like
I
a
don't
chain
know.
link coop. You know what I mean? Like one chain link coop.
I'm good.
I think each chicken, I think they have to have like 4 square yards or something to run in, like healthily or whatever. It's like
Taking
that's
up
not a
a
lot
lot
of
of my
space.
lawn.
It's just too
Put it
green
in
and
your
grass.
lawn.
If I do it, I'm gonna do it on the retaining wall because that's a waste of space anyway.
That is true.
All those trees and that crap that's all up there, like there's nothing up there that I need.
You better make sure those neighbors up on the hill don't care.
No, they want chickens real bad.
Do
too.
they?
Oh yeah, dude. Everybody my age and younger these days, bro. They want chickens and they want goats
They're
and sheep
younger
and
than you, aren't they?
yeah, by a couple
like
years.
5 years.
By 5 years, yeah. That's
Jeez.
dude. You just want to be self-sufficient. That's all. You know.
How did you buy a house at 24?
Yeah, it's just a lot of dedication, really. That's
Lord
what I think.
help. I had a friend that got a house at 25, but he also got money from family
Yeah,
for a down payment. So that made sense.
it's a good way to go.
I didn't get that.
My parents didn't love me that much.
See, that's what he would say to me. I was like, screw you. That's not the case. My parents are teaching me responsibility. They're teaching me how the real world is. The world's not full of handouts.
Definitely not.
You got to work hard for what you want.
You got to suffer a little bit, just like the rest of us.
You do. You gotta pay for it.
Yeah.
Blood, sweat, and tears. Just makes you appreciate it more.
Yeah,
when it's not given to you. Working hard for it. Just like anything, teach a kid the same thing as young. All right, you want that toy? Well, you're gonna work for it.
That's right.
You're gonna go pick up pine cones.
My daughter asked me that the other day. She goes, "Hey, you remember you used to pay me for pine cone?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Definitely." She goes, well, "How much are you paying me per pine cone again?" I'm like, "Penny, bro." Penny per pine cone, baby.
Penny per that many pine cones back there?
Oh, so many many pine cones, dude. I
thought that was a punishment, not a
paid chore,
a paying gig.
Hey, we are a alternative methods madness kind of situation.
Whatever you gotta do,
to
get the pine cones picked up.
Did shoot? I was just gonna ask. Oh, you think we're gonna hit over that taste test this week? Think we got time for that?
I don't know if we'll do it this week.
Yeah, we should squeak it in on Thursday, maybe.
Thursday, I'm not home.
Thursday? What do you mean you're not home?
Thursday, I go to my buddy's house.
No. But like, for lunch, like we'll pop out of work, go to lunch real quick.
I don't know.
We'll find some
I'm
time.
not making any promises.
We
gotta
get
get done.
It's gonna get done.
It'll get done.
I also really want to try that shit.
Oh yeah, well it's Culver's. I feel like any burger there is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I feel like you
fresh
can't get a bad one.
I had some Bubba's on Sunday.
I've never eaten there before, like real food there. I've had ice cream there.
It's all right. It's an upgrade from
McDonald's.
McDonald's. I mean, I like their fries. I would recommend, like, if you got like a double burger, I get it on a pretzel bun. I feel like their buns just aren't
the regular bun.
Yeah, the regular bun just isn't enough to hold in all the burger.
Right.
It's just it gets too moist or whatever. It doesn't fall apart. But I feel like the pretzel bun is just more secure.
It's like soggy and
the pretzel, and you can't go wrong with the pretzel bun.
Nah, dude, that's hearty. That's a hearty fill-up, that's for sure.
And then I proceeded to take a nap after I ate all that food. I was trying to watch that Hulk Hogan documentary on Netflix.
Oh, I want to watch that.
Yeah, I got to start it over because I was dozing in and out of it. I've heard good things about it. I didn't know, I don't know if it's true, but I heard, I didn't know he was on drugs and all this stuff towards the end of his life, and just I think because of pain, it was that bad. Even in the beginning I watched of it was him, like when he was lifting weights, he's like, the hardest thing is getting up. He's like, the hardest thing is just whatever. The hardest thing is standing up from working out. I was like, that's terrible.
Yeah, you don't want to be like that, man. You know who Bobby Bones is? So Bobby Bones was Hulk Hogan's, they were best friends.
Okay.
And Bobby Bones was a radio show host and all that, and I guess there was, I do remember hearing about this, however many years ago this was, but Hulk Hogan slept with Bobby Bones' wife or whatever.
Doesn't surprise me.
But Bobby didn't. That wasn't a big deal to him. He didn't care. He didn't care. And he set it up.
Yeah.
And I heard all about it in the interview maybe a month ago when I listened to the interview or whatever. And he was like, it wasn't a scandal. He said Hulk Hogan though never talked to him again after that. Up until I think they talked a little bit before he passed away.
Yeah.
A little bit, he said. But he never forgave him for that because he thought he was the one who ratted him out and sent it to the media or whatever. He kept a copy of it, but unintentionally.
TMZ.
Yeah. That was somebody.
Oh, so that's that video that was released.
Mm-hmm. That was in Bobby's house.
Okay.
So Bobby had cameras in his house, not for that.
Yeah.
Just strictly for security.
Yeah.
And he had happened to catch the whole thing on video. He put it on a flash drive, which he said was his number one mistake, and he regrets that part of it entirely.
Yeah.
But one of his assistants, he had asked the assistant to grab it, and it was the guy wanted to be a co-host on the show or something, the guy ended up hosting the show, the radio show, but the host ended up stealing the video and selling it to one of those people.
Because they'll pay for it. TMZ will pay for anything.
Yeah. Which, I mean, but Hulk Hogan took that really personally.
We should make a video and sell it to him. Just like pretend we could like dress up as some famous person.
Dress up. Look, we got a video.
Yeah.
Well, with AI now, I mean, like it's.
That's
insane.
the scary thing. Yeah, but that would be fun because it'd be like so bad.
The term for that is deep fake. That's what it is. It's like when it looks real, you know. That's. I mean, you can get pretty outrageous with that deep fake stuff. But yeah, Hulk Hogan when that whole scandal that what happened or whatever.
I forgot about that.
I did, dude. But and I mean, you know, and then he passed away, and I was just like, all this stuff came up, and then Bobby was getting interviewed again, and I'm like, man, dude, where's this time go?
I just don't think he was. Like, I feel like towards the end of his life, with all the shit he was going through, I just don't think he was happy anymore.
No,
and I don't
definitely
think he cared.
No,
I mean, just like whatever, take me.
Yeah. I mean, and once you give up that will to live, bro.
And that pain that you just dealt with every day of your life because you just beat the shit out of your body for how many years. Like, I mean, him doing that shit in his 50s, like, I couldn't imagine doing that.
God, no.
At my age.
God,
like, no.
Yeah. We'll get you bulked up, though. We'll get you out there. Maybe we'll get you a little roids. We'll see what happens. Pump you out.
We'll see. I don't know if I want to try that yet. But, I mean...
Let's just get you some T-pills, bro.
Whatever we got to do.
Little testosterone?
I just want to get huge.
Yeah, dude. I think it'd be kind of funny. But, like, we'll only work your upper body. No legs.
Yeah, no legs.
Chicken legs.
That's what I got to do today is leg day, and I hate it. I don't want to.
Nobody likes leg day.
It's like, can I just skip leg day and just go for another walk?
I go for it. Well, statistically, for walking for men, I don't want to say your age, but, you know, in your bracket,
like my old ass.
Your old ass. The reduction in like heart stress and like your overall health is so much better for people like you who walk. And if you walk twice a day, oh my God, stop it, dude.
Well, that's what I need to. I mean, we walked the dog twice yesterday. I think we might have walked the dog twice on Saturday. No, we definitely did not walk the dog twice on Saturday.
You were golfing, I was going to say.
Yeah, but I walked enough out there.
That's what I'm saying.
We walked the dog in the morning, I think.
You did. I'm pretty sure you told me you did.
Yeah, and then I went golfing, and then, I came home for a fire.
Yep.
Because when she got off of work at 4, I was like, you ready for a fire? And she wasn't ready until like 6. I was like, damn it. I'm raring to go. I wanted to have a fire for a while now. All this damn rain and shitty weekends. I just wanted to burn some stuff. That thing was roaring, too. It was good.
Yeah, I never even saw you light it. Oh, I saw her about to light it, but I never saw it lit.
She roasted a few mallows.
Yeah.
She always keeps those in stock. And I'm like, do these go bad? And I'm like, these can't go bad. They're just full of shit.
Yeah, literally.
Like, they're just... And whatever. I mean, I'm sure the graham crackers get stale.
Yeah. Oh, they do. Yeah. Or they get, like, soggy squishy, which is weird. I don't... Yeah. Good thing my daughter didn't see you out her window with the fire pit, because she was like, could you ask the neighbors if we could go roast some marshmallows with them? Oh my God.
No.
And she's always about it, dude. Always. And I just, to be honest with you, I don't like roasted marshmallows.
I don't either.
Controversial topic. I don't like s'mores.
That's not very... You know what?
You a s'more guy?
I'm going to buy you some stuff from Costco that are s'more stuff, and you're gonna love those.
Okay, I believe you.
I think there's pretzels in them too. Can you eat pretzels?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe it's graham cracker only, but yeah. All right, I'll get you a bag.
Hell yeah, that sounds good.
We can't have them at my house because I will eat them in a day.
I like that.
It's not too much. I think there are pretzels in them, so I think it's pretzels, graham cracker, chocolate. Well, they're dipped in chocolate.
Nice.
And they're just like clusters.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're really good.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm just not I think it's the act of making a s'more that's just too much effort for me.
Yeah.
I'm just not about it.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up for this week's episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. And what did a response for? There was something we wanted them to comment on.
Oh.
That they knew. Oh, we'll post that picture and see if they know if it's a joke or something.
Yes. For the Asian restaurant, for the Asian seafood boil, I guess, if that's a thing.
We'll try and we'll get that thrown in towards the end on the episode for you to take a quick glance at and see if you can figure out if we're missing something. But the way I think of it, I think it's hilarious.
Yes.
We'll see you guys next time.
Good night.